What is music? Wow, that question was not on that list.
Music is a way for me to.
Well, it's different things to different people.
I guess, look, music can be in any form.
Music can be an expression of an emotion. It can be therapy. It can be all sorts of things. It's communication with other people.
Yeah, any format really, but I guess it has some form of a rhythmic sense, or it also has, yeah, like a melodic sense.
It doesn't need a language as such.
But just definitely takes you to another headspace and to another place generally, yeah.
You can communicate with people that don't understand your language, but they understand music.
And any form of artistic expression that uses a musical instrument or a voice.
It doesn't have to be with instruments, you can use anything to make music really. So yeah, no rules is the other thing I like about music as well. You can do what you like.
So to me it's a universal communication. When I was starting out, it was very different. If I wanted to learn a song, I couldn't cut and paste files and learn things bit by bit and slow them down.
When I was growing up, it was you picked up a guitar or a bass or learned drums or learned how to sing or piano, and as far as rock went, and that was pretty much it.
Things have become a lot more accessible to a lot of people. It's become a lot more affordable as well over time. You know, some of my friends that have been recording for even longer than I have, say 20 years ago, you would take out a loan if you didn't have the cash. You'd get a loan for say $20,000 to get started with a really basic kind of setup. Now, things that have the same processing power and you could get the same ability or the same things from will set you back, you know. If you've already got the laptop, you can get it for a couple of $100s with the software. So I think things have become a lot more accessible for people, which is cool.
Being able to, say, make a track with no prior knowledge of any, proper musical background, no guitar, no drums, no piano, no reading of actual musical notes. I say it's actually pretty cool.
Back in the day when I first started out, all the effort went into the product, or getting to the stage of getting as prepared as you possibly could before getting into studio, because that was, I guess, at a premium. You had to pay good money for that time to get into a studio, so you wanted to make sure that your product or your song or whatever you're going to do was as prepared as it possibly could be.
And there's the two trains of thought with this as well. People are saying, because there's a lot more instructional thing, like tuition out there, so people can learn easier to be able to learn basic music principles and theories.
Whereas now, a lot of more time can be spent tinkering or recording and testing your sounds and EQs and whatever it is you do when you are recording. So it's, I think the recording and the writing these days can go much more hand in hand as part of the process.
There's also tools inside of your music programs that, you can, if you want to write a song in F, there's a thing in one program called Scale. So you just set it to F. And then if you want it to be in major, you basically specify major. So you don't need to know the theory concept of what's in F major scale, but you've set your program and you're writing it. So some people go, well, it's cheating, it's not fair, like you don't know the underlying principles. But if it's there, I reckon use it.
Yeah, I think there's a certain type of chemistry, certain type of magic that happens when you're in the same space with, in that moment, with other musos, creating music live in that moment.
You can record with somebody on the other side of the world and send them a file and add to it, and many recording artists have done that over the years.
I think there's a lot to be said about the convenience of technology and being able to collaborate with someone on the other side of the world. But I don't think you'll never recapture that magic of that moment where you can all get together and just a song comes together in the space of an hour. That's something that technology can't help with. You got to be there in that moment. So no, in that certain instance, I don't think technology helps.
Any sort of technology that promotes creating music is a